Hey guys! Welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into the psychological thriller, a tense and claustrophobic movie that explores human behavior under extreme pressure. Released in 2009, this British film takes place almost entirely inside one room. But trust me, the mind games, betrayals, and shocking twists will keep you hooked until the very last second. So let's break down the story of this psychological thriller. The movie begins with 8 sharply dressed candidates, all arriving for what seems like the final stage of a mysterious job interview at a powerful biotech company called Bjorg. The candidates enter a minimalist, windowless room, each sitting at a separate desk. On the desks lies a single sheet of paper. The paper has only one word written on it: candidate, followed by a number from 1 to 8. An official known only as the invigilator steps in and explains the rules. They have 80 minutes to answer one question. They cannot spoil or deface their exam paper. They cannot leave the room. They cannot communicate with him or the armed guard at the door. Break any rule, and you're immediately disqualified. The invigilator asks, "Any questions?" and then leaves the room. The exam begins. But here's the catch. The papers are completely blank. Confused, one candidate panics and writes something on her paper. Instantly, she's escorted out, disqualified. Now only 7 remain. They soon realize that while they can't talk to the invigilator, they can talk to each other. One of the more assertive candidates, nicknamed White, takes charge and gives everyone code names based on their appearance: black, blonde, brown, brunette, dark, and deaf. The last because he hasn't spoken a single word. Together, they brainstorm ways to reveal hidden text: shining lights, smearing bodily fluids, even triggering the fire sprinklers. But nothing works. As time passes, paranoia creeps in. They speculate about the company and the real purpose of the test. Dark claims that Bjorg's reclusive CEO has never been seen publicly. Rumors swirl that the company developed a miracle drug to cure a deadly virus currently sweeping the world. Soon, White shows his manipulative side. He schemes and provokes others until brunette and deaf are eliminated for spoiling their papers. With the numbers thinning, White begins taunting the group, claiming he knows the question but refuses to share. Black loses patience, knocks White unconscious, and ties him up. But before White passes out, he begs for his medication, hinting that he might be infected with the virus. Suspicion falls on Dark, who shows unusual knowledge about the company's inner workings. Under pressure, she confesses that she actually works for Bjorg. Meanwhile, it's revealed that Black himself is a carrier of the virus. As White begins convulsing without his medicine, Dark pleads with the invigilator for help. Just like that, she's disqualified for breaking the rules. Blonde then finds White's stolen medication, revives him, and the group unchains him. But White's manipulative nature resurfaces. He suggests that maybe there is no actual question. Maybe the company will simply hire whoever survives until the end. Things spiral into chaos. Black steals the guard's gun, but the weapon only works with the guard's fingerprint. White seizes the chance to force the guard into pulling the trigger, intimidating the others. He manipulates Brown into leaving the room, which disqualifies him. As Blonde edges toward the exit, she cleverly turns off the voice-activated lights, plunging the room into darkness. This gives Black an opening to attack White. When the lights return, a gunshot has been fired. Black collapses, apparently shot. Blonde hides in the doorway, keeping one foot inside the room, technically not breaking the rule. The clock ticks down, and White believes victory is his. But here's where the twist comes in. Earlier, Def had tampered with the exam timer, shaving off a few minutes. When White celebrates his supposed win, the invigilator disqualifies him because the true time had already expired. Alone, Blonde remembers Def fiddling with broken glasses earlier. Using the lens, she examines her paper closely and discovers microscopic writing. Question 1. Suddenly, it all makes sense. The only question they were ever asked was right at the beginning. Any questions? Blonde calmly answers no. The invigilator returns with a shocking revelation. Def was actually the CEO of Bjorg all along. He had not only created the virus cure, but also developed a groundbreaking method of rapid cell regeneration, essentially granting the gift of life. The bullet that struck Black contained this cure, and it miraculously revives him. The CEO explains that they weren't just testing intelligence, but qualities like leadership, compassion, and attention to detail. Among all the candidates, Blonde proved to be the most balanced, decisive, but humane. She is offered the job. Exam is a brilliant psychological thriller that plays on themes of human survival, morality, and ambition. By reducing the action to one room and one puzzle, the movie forces us to question how far people are willing to go for power, and whether compassion can exist in a world built on ruthless competition. And in the end, the smallest detail, a single word hidden on the page, determines everything. So what did you think of Exam? Would you have figured out the answer? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more movie breakdowns.
Let's get started.